Collective. Somebody went to get a reading, okay, and the reader told them that you don't give a damn. And the ancestors chimed in and said, and don't. So you don't give a damn about what's going on. Why do these people feel so like compelled to check up on you? I feel like these are just no good for nothing ass people. And I don't even talk like that. Like, I'm not the kind of person that'll go around and tell people, you're really a piece of shit. Your life is shit. You ain't gonna never be shit. I would never tell anybody anything like that. But this is really the energy that I'm picking up. It's a group of ain't shit ass people that ain't got nothing going on. And the thing about it is that they're not planning to have anything going on anytime soon. Listen, welcome to Spiritual Core TV. I'm here to channel the messages, tell you the divine truth. Retrograde says I will show up whenever the fudge I want to show up, okay? This Gemini energy is coming in, honey. Gemini energy is not even allowing us to finish out Taurian season respectfully by way of the Gregorian calendar. This is how you know that nature is like, I can do what I want to do. You had a whole bunch of people, by the way, just as a side note, that were waiting for the full moon, that last full moon, and they didn't know that the full moon came in 8 days prior. They also don't know that there's other moons in the solar system. These people are ass backwards, y'all. These are simpletons. Their magic is really weak. They better get with that Christ consciousness, or they're about to get laid out if they're not laid out already. Okay. Remember to take what resonates, leave what does not. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning back, what's good, collective? Let's see what's going on. Show me these ain't shit ass people. They're all fighting over divine masculine. Listen, one thing about a divine masculine and a divine feminine, we don't fight over anything. We simply align and things happen well for us, okay? So it's an ain't shit group of people that are trying to stop a divine masculine, and they sent this person chaos magic, and now they're in chaos, okay? I just heard a whole legion of demons times 10. Ooh, that's a cold ass return to sender backfire. I can't make it up. Didn't I just tell you divine feminine and divine masculine? We don't do all that, honey. We don't fight like that, honey. Yeah, you too crazy to be this dumb in the age of Christ consciousness. Ain't no way. Divine masculine, divine feminine out here looking real good. The emperor is somebody that takes care of business, and the empress absolutely is matching his energy. It's two people mirroring one another. So spell work and black magic, curses, hexes. It's a bunch of ain't shit ass people, child, that really sitting up looking stupid. Here's what retrograde has coming in, okay? You know how the myth is, oh, don't sign any paperwork during retrograde. Don't buy a house, don't buy a car, don't get into a relationship, don't do any of that. Those are all superstitions. The writing's always on the wall. People believing in things that they don't even understand, and they suffer because superstition ain't the way. Even Stevie Wonder can hear that very clearly without seeing it. You understand what I'm saying? It's an energy, if you will. You're going to be somebody in the middle of retrograde like, yeah, I just bought a new car. I just got married. They're like, oh, in the middle of retrograde? Like, bitch, I'm not bound to your Gregorian calendar ass ways. Bitch, y'all was waiting on the full moon to use your magic. You're waiting on the full moon to be magical? That's unfortunate. So what happens the other 28 days? Do you starve yourself out? Like, these are not people that are in that God frequency. And they feel like I'm kind of being like cocky. That's the energy I pick up, like, who do you think you are? No, it's who do you think you're not? Who is it? What was it that you thought you were? Because whatever this ain't it. Look, we got fortune coming in. Energy work. Yeah, we don't get into the superstition like that. Yeah. You believe in things that you don't understand, and you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Hey, was that my note? That was not my note. I didn't feel like that was my note, but it felt good to sing it. Thank you for listening. Okay. Thank you for tuning in, chiming in, tapping in. Okay. Look, whatever this is, it's all good right now. You're happy. You're happy. Somebody's shocked about that. Okay. They're mad about that. They scream about that. They're fighting about that. Ooh, they need to take a nap. Ooh, ooh, ooh. They need to take. Clock it. Listen, these people are stupid. These people are dumb, y'all. They're stupid and they're dumb. They are. Look, they're doubtful. Too dumb, believing in things they don't understand. Okay. Somebody went and got a reading and found out that you don't give a damn, and they're shocked about that. Insecure and doubt and insecurity. Yeah, these are ain't shit ass people that ain't got shit to do. These are the kind of people that, if you ever were to reach out to them hypothetically, which I do not think will ever be the case forever, ever, and you ask them, hey, how's it going? What you got going on? Shit. What you gonna do today? Shit, nothing. Just sitting up, watch some TV, okay? Watching other people live. That's what you're doing. Scrolling online while the rest of the divine team is outside. We outside enjoying nature. That's just what I heard, okay? There is no comparison, and no way do I ever want to present this situation as something that could be compared to the divine providence. But it's funny at best, and it's very comical enough that hopefully people that are watching, that are thinking to be this damn dumb, will seek not to be. Go within and find out what's going on for real, for real. You got self-doubt, envy, insecurity, impersonation. These people are fake, they're phony. Somebody went in to go get a reading and they gave the reader your name to find out what you had coming in. Clarify. They found out that you outside, that you're not in isolation. Somebody is mad and shocked about the fact that you got motion like the ocean. Okay, you're not going back and forth with these hoes. Then okay, that's what Spirit just says. There's a mother hen. Something about their sins. We don't want to be friends. They want to say, hey, how you doing? Yeah, sorry you can't get through. Why don't you leave your name and your number and we'll get back to you. Hey, 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 how you doing? Sorry you can't get through. Why don't you leave your name and your number and we'll get back to you. Just kidding. The mailbox is full. Just kidding. Wrong number. Like, yeah, we not interested. Okay. Somebody went in and got a reading and they told this person that you are in your abundant energy, that you're happy, you're peaceful. And yes, it is true. Somebody went in saying, I heard collective don't give a damn. And the reader confirmed that what they were saying was true. Okay. The lie detector determined that yes, you really don't give a damn. You don't give nothing. You ain't feeding these people nothing. Optimism, hope, wish, promise, energy work. You're working on yourself. You're in your feminine masculine energy. You're starving out the bullshit and it's benefiting you. This is really how you're supposed to live your life. Yeah, get your life, live your life. Okay. Somebody was trying to impersonate you, went in and got a reading. Okay. Because they really want to be you. People like this are dangerous. Okay. They lose sense of reality. They try to copy what you do, how you wear your hair, how you walk, how you this. Didn't I just tell you it was a copycat? Didn't I just tell you? They find it difficult. These people always struggle. They suffer because superstition ain't the way. You got to be real superstitious to try to copy the collective. You got to really be crazy to look in the mirror and think that you can be somebody that you're not. And then you went and got a reading and gave them collective's name to see if you could find out what collective had going on. And you found out that collective is in a union and you're not. So if you're a copycat, how come your life don't match collective's life? If you're a copycat, okay, then why ain't your cat copying? What happened? If you're a copycat, why your life ain't matching collectives? So you went and got a reading. You gave them collective's name. The lady started flipping the cards or whatever you did, the bones or whatever this is. Okay. Somebody walked into like a novelty shop. Okay. I'm seeing psychic. Okay. Somebody sees like a psychic sign outside a store. Yeah. Somebody went into a novelty shop. So this is an unbiased psychic. This is somebody that they just seen a shop, psychic readings here, went inside and says, yes, I'm collective. You walked in like you was collective. Okay. I like to see what's coming up in my future, please. Okay. And the lady start doing the reading and you found out that collective is in this 10 of pentacles. They're working on themselves. They transmuted whatever this is and that they got love on the brain. That's what I just heard. A no name? Oh, yeah. Somebody wants to know who's your lover. It's none of their business. Go get your own lover, you nasty, raggedy, dirty dog. Aren't you a copycat? Copy that, man. Over and out. Yeah, somebody's life don't reflect yours. Chaos magic backfired. The curse backfired. Hexing backfired. They're getting shocking news. They're insecure. They're doubtful. You're not in isolation, which means they are in isolation. They're too busy in isolation trying to copy you. So they broke their isolation long enough to go out and get a reading from a novelty shop. Yeah, I'm seeing like souvenirs or something like that. Evil eye bracelet, something like that. They could have bought something. They got a reading. So this person went in. Now they're feeling insecure because as much as they pretend to be you and try to take your life, they can't be you. You keep showing up as somebody that's too confident to be copied, too authentic. Yeah, there's no recertifications being done here. So this person's mad because their life don't match your life, but they trying to pretend to be you. That's crazy. It's like somebody pretending to be somebody without the benefits, man. Without the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, joy, peace. You just an empty vessel out here that look like somebody else. Yeah, I just heard you sure do look like what's her name? But that's it. Yeah, it's me. I'm what's her name? Did I tell you they went into the reader lying? Is your name Collective? Yes. No. Okay. Nose just kept growing. Clarify. You went to go get a reading and the reader told you that we don't give a damn. Okay. This person was playing and hoping for you to be in a karmic relationship with a non-committal man, a non-committal woman, somebody that would hurt you. This is what their magic was about, okay? But then they're finding out that you're in a healthy union with a divine masculine, feminine lover, child. These people have got to be just having a splitting headache. It has to be heavily weighing on their life to be so committed to copying somebody only to get chaos and calamity in your life. And if you were really a true copycat and your life was mirroring the collective, then you would be optimistic. You'd be in this fortune, but your life is nothing compared to what divine feminine and divine masculine got going on. So you just out here pretending to be somebody for free, but you going broke mentally, physically, spiritually. That don't make no sense. Okay. Yeah. They went to try to bind your finances. So now their finances are binded. It's an emotional manipulator. There's somebody that's sitting in front of people. Anybody that they feel they can convince that they are you is somebody that they're looking for. That's what I just heard. People aren't falling for it. Yeah, they're not. You can always kind of tell a fake ass. Like, you like, who are you pretending to be? It's okay. Just be comfortable. Be yourself. Yeah, if you have a certain lingo or a certain thing that you say, we all have that it factor, right? That little thing that we do so well. This is what somebody is doing. They're like copying you. Like me, I talk with my hands. Always been that way. I'm just using that as an example, but that's what I see. Somebody like copying your body language, your gestures, or you dye your hair red, they're going to dye their hair red. If you get your nails pink, they're going to have pink. No, if you get your this, they're going to have this. If you get in the, okay, but somebody's going broke trying to be you and it's not benefiting their life. So it's the pleasure of trying to be you to no avail of anything that belongs to you. Not your man, not your woman, not your divine masculine, not your life. Man, what the game over? Okay, it's over for real this time. That's what I just heard. Well, let me tell y'all something. As crazy as this is, as funny as it is, I only feel like it's funny because the energy is subsiding. And so we can feel the joy and the relief in the air. Now, here's the unfortunate part. This copycat has lost everything trying to be you. Their life is in shambles. They're getting some type of unexpected, surprise, shocking news. That could have been the reading, or just other things going on in their life because the spell work and the black magic is not working on you, which could have been the reason that they initially got this reading. They needed to know if their magic was working, okay? So they go to somebody. This person is unbiased, whoever this psychic is. Now, unfortunately, this person is in isolation and you're not, okay? They can't copy you anymore. They can't convince anybody anymore. People are not falling for them and they're seeing them as a liar. This person's getting caught up in lies. It's like somebody telling a story and forgetting their last lie. It's like, oh, I thought you said you lived in Arizona. It's given that. And really they live in Compton, California. It's like, why you lie? Or somebody lying and you seeing their identification and they got a Florida ID, but they told you they're from South Carolina. Like, bitch, why lie? What's going on? This is the kind of thing that I see. So somebody's getting caught up. And so I feel like people are distancing themselves from this person. Feel like somebody's lies are being exposed unbeknownst to them, and whatever they got going on, they're doing drugs excessively. Yeah, too much. Somebody really needs to be careful in excess. Somebody could be eating more to try to gain weight so they don't look like they're on drugs. This is a binger. This is somebody that does, like, whoever this person is, I see them as somebody that can stop doing drugs, very arrogant energy. They don't feel like they need help because they're like, oh, man, I could stop doing that anytime I want. But really, they're an addict. This person's addicted to some type of drugs, but they'll stop for a little bit, gain weight, maybe get a job, get healthy, whatever it is, put on a couple of pounds so they look healthy. That's what I'm seeing. And then they go back to it. This person needs help. It's an arrogant addict, though. Delusions of grandeur. They don't feel like they need help. You can't convince this person. Okay. And when they do drugs, they do a lot of drugs. That's why the gluttony is there in excess with drugs. Okay. It's not just a little bit. They go on a binge, honey. Ooh wee. What else, Holy Spirit? Let's see this psychic. This psychic wants to come through. She seems like a nice lady. Okay. It's a gypsy woman with a long skirt and some bells at the end of her skirt. Nice scarf, Indian scarves, very nice little novelty shop. She was impressed with your energy. She knew this person was a liar. The moment she took the money, Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, she knew this person was not you. But they walked in and said, yes, my name is Collective. I'd like to get a reading. Yeah, somebody looked around the store a little bit. They may have even bought some type of protection. Yeah, something like that. Ace of Pentacles energy. This psychic is very impressed with you, Collective. She sends her warm regards. She's very nice, okay? She's a Wiccan light worker. She's a Wiccan. Well, she doesn't like to identify as a Wiccan witch. She likes Wicca nature. She works well with nature. Hermit energy. Something about cleansing. Virgo energy. She's very nice, okay? Let's see what this psychic said. She said, I knew right off the bat that when they told me their name, it wasn't Collective. Clarify. Went into the novelty shop. I just heard because all the other readers had turned this person away. So people started to catch on to this copycat, okay? And the reason why this person sought out an unbiased person just in passing randomly, they could have even Googled somebody and went to like a psychic shop, was because everybody else was not telling them what they wanted to hear. So then they went to see a stranger, and this stranger tells them the truth. The Six of Cups, this person immediately picks up on the karma. Oh, wow. Clarify this psychic. She's very powerful. Knight of Wands. Okay, so we got Scorpio energy. We got Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Okay, so what happened, psychic? This person was really excited to see what was going on in your life. The King of Swords. So whoever this person is that went in as a copycat, they walked out saying that this psychic was a liar. Ace of Swords in a reverse. So they've been to several readers, and now here there is this unbiased reader that they're seeing in this random ass little novelty shop right across from the coffee shop. Yeah, I don't know what this is. And they're saying that this person is a liar too. Clarify this practitioner. She saw this person immediately. Okay. There's also a guy in this novelty shop. They saw this person coming a mile away, the Two of Cups. So they told this person the truth. The Two of Cups, they could see the duality, though, that somebody was pretending to look like you. Three of Wands is a projection, wanting to see into your life so that they can go back home and try to pretend to be you. Go check your future, see what you got coming in, then run home and try to pretend to be in that role before you can. Okay, so somebody was asking for future events. Now, here's the catch, y'all. I know sometimes you'll pass people, at the beach, or they'll read your palm, or they'll say, I'll tell you your future. Here's the catch about the future. It's always changing. There's so many outcomes. This is why you see people always pulling energy at different times, because energy is fluid and it's also changeable. It's never fixed. It's never fixed. And I know the world has given people this idea, oh, you're a fixed sign. Nothing is fixed. This is the purpose that people get divination, because Something is telling them something right now, not tomorrow, not yesterday. Although sometimes we can pull that energy to see what somebody's intentions were for your right now. But what's happening right now is happening right now. And somebody wanted somebody to read your future to find out what was going on in the future, which would have required for this psychic to have tapped into your spiritual awakening or your spiritual psyche, which is spiritually invasive. And no true psychic that holds themselves to a high standard of spiritual law will ever do that, not even to a random stranger. So somebody wanted to look into it. So somebody asked very specific questions about a love life. Yeah, I can't make this up. Somebody used very specific wording when they went in for this reading. Okay. They wanted to see. First question was, do you give a damn? And are you in a relationship? Is there a relationship coming in for me? But me is not me. Me is the copycat. And the psychic knows that. Yeah, this is what this person says. I want to know what you got coming in for me. Queen of Cups and the world energy. Okay. Something about a cycle closing out and a new cycle beginning with the Three of Wands. Somebody wanted to know what's next. Okay. Clarify the psychic. The psychic told them what they wanted to hear. The psychic told them what they needed to hear, what they wanted and what they needed with the Six of Pentacles. So they paid the money. Okay. Clarify the psychic that they went to. Yeah, this person immediately saw this person as not being you. The Empress in the reverse. It's a toxic feminine. They're nasty. They're rancid. They're raunchy. Clarify this psychic in the reverse. This is how you know people really don't have spiritual gifts. When they got to go get readings on you and they can't tap into their own energy to see anything, they weak. You have to go pay somebody. You see the way karma sets these people up? To where they just go broke trying to find out what you got going on. Somebody gonna go get another reading after this, child. Clarify the Empress in the reverse. What's this Empress in the reverse? This psychic says 10 of Pentacles in the reverse is they see that somebody went broke. Yeah, somebody lost their gifts. Okay, so this is why somebody was seeking out a psychic. Somebody went to different people. They didn't like what they were saying. You're not telling me what I want to hear. So I'm going to go find somebody that doesn't know anybody. They found this psychic in this novelty shop, and this person lost their gifts. 10 of Pentacles and the Empress in the reverse. So this copycat realizes that their life really ain't copying you. Yeah, that they're finding it difficult, or maybe they're coming to the realization that they're not you. I know that seems a little alarming, but somebody's realizing that they're not you. 2244 on the timer, because your life is not mirroring them, not at all, not one iota, not one part of your life, not one area of your life is mirroring this weird ass person. Empress in the reverse is reckless. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. This could have been somebody that tried to be you so much that they wanted to strip you and eliminate you. They also could have told people that you were trying to be them. Okay. Clarify this psychic. This Empress lost their gifts, their spiritual gifts. You got the King of Cups here, okay? To the Queen of Cups. Clarify the King to the Queen of Cups, Two of Cups, and the Fool. You had already jumped a timeline. So whatever this person was asking about was already like, it's almost like somebody going in that can't see into your energy. If they were like astral projecting or monitoring you, they cannot see at all. They have to rely on going to a psychic and spending money. Spirit says they will go broke. If they keep doing this, they're going to spend all their money every day. Go get a reading. We don't give a damn. Somebody about to make that money. They can't see no more. They don't have no gifts. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. This person, and they're ungrounded and they're greedy. Okay. Queen of Cups to the King of Cups. Somebody is asking about something that had already happened. Somebody went in for a reading to see what was going to happen. The Five of Swords, being sneaky and deceptive. And whatever they were asking about, it had already happened. This is how the psychic knew that this wasn't the right person. They knew the moment they laid eyes on this person that they weren't you, collective. But when they started to go more into the questioning and just getting into the energy, the more this person opened up, they then realized that what this person was asking about was something that they weren't able to stop. And they didn't know it. So this copycat was in the blind. They didn't know that they weren't able to stop this, that you were already like, yeah, you were already with your person. Four of Wands. This is a twin flame dynamic, soulmate. Twin flame soulmate. Oh, wow. That's even more special. You got the Four of Pentacles, okay? This practitioner, this psychic, didn't tell them everything. She looks like a gypsy. She's really interesting. Eight of Wands. Yeah. She's very yeah, there's a smell of like Nakshampa. Somebody burns like the little cone incense, okay? She's got a nice little shop. Wind chimes outside the door. Hummingbirds, okay? Somebody has like a hummingbird little feeder out back. It's a nice lady. But Eight of Wands, there's a conversation here. This person, what they're showing me is somebody had a hot mouth, hot and heavy, okay? Eight of Wands, hot mouth. Somebody that was very antsy, somebody that kept asking more questions. Somebody wanted more for what they paid for. It's almost like saying, okay, you get a 20-minute reading. And then when the 20 minutes is up, somebody's hot and heavy with communication like, well, wait, can you just tell me this? Okay, well, did they move? Okay, well, do you know if her son is it? Like somebody's like, okay, it's time to wrap it up. It's 20 minutes. But somebody's like a hot mouth. Okay, they paid this little bit of money and they just keep asking more questions because this psychic is not telling them what they want to hear. And they don't like that. Clarify. Eight of Wands. What's the fiery conversation? Somebody went over their time. Yeah. They could have paid for more of a reading. Like, okay, the 20 minutes is up. Here's another $20. Can you tell me what else is going on? The Nine of Cups. This person is completely and totally freaking obsessed out in these doggone spiritual streets. I couldn't imagine trying to be somebody to this capacity. It has to be so empty. Like, that has to be so, yeah. I just couldn't imagine not being creative, or being authentic or being who I am. It's very sad. Okay, whoever this person is. Okay, so you pay for an extended reading. What did the psychic tell you? The Chariot, that collective had moved on. Okay, or they told this person to move on. Because remember, this person that's paying for the reading thinks that the reader, this psychic in this novelty shop, is under the impression that they are the real divine collective, emperor to the empress. But in reality, the reader knows that they're not the real divine collective. So this person is encouraging them as if they are the collective and telling them to move forward. Like, you just need to move on. Things will be good. What did this reader tell this person? Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. I can't make this up. You got the Four of Cups energy. This person didn't listen to this psychic, man. This person is hard-headed. You got the Queen of Pentacles energy. This reader warned them. This reader could have foresaw them losing their gifts. So I don't know if by the time they got the reading, yeah, no, Spirit is saying no, it hadn't happened yet. Okay, so by the time this person went in and got this reading, they hadn't lost their gifts yet. But the reader knew that if they continued staying in your energy, that they would lose their gifts. And they ignored this reader. This reader told them to move forward and to focus on their own stability. Okay. But remember, this reader is talking to them like they're you. But the reader knows that this person is not you, divine collective. This person didn't listen. Four of Cups, they missed an opportunity. This was their last opportunity to seek wise counsel. That's what the spirit realm is telling me. Tell me more. Yeah, this shit is over. Two of Wands in a reverse, okay? Ten of Pentacles in a reverse. Yeah. Okay, so listen, for people that are like, oh, they took my destiny. No, listen, nobody could take your destiny, okay? They could try to slow you down if you make decisions that, delay you, but they can't take your destiny. Nobody can take your destiny. Not even a copycat. Copycats are the worst because they always struggle to pretend to copy your life. And when they look at their own life and it doesn't reflect what you have going on because you've done the work genuinely, then they usually get frustrated. They usually get depressed. They're drinking, they're smoking, overindulging, etc., because they're looking to circumvent their emotions so they don't have to feel. So they don't have to, accept the fact that they are deceptive. Seven of Swords, okay? So they don't have to accept the fact that they are just ancient ass people doing nothing. Like, these are ancient ass people with nothing to do. What's the Seven of Swords, Holy Spirit? What's going on? Somebody's trying to run from something, okay? Clarify. Knight of Swords. Somebody's trying to talk that thing away. Or people are talking about how you're getting justice over this monster. So the mask had fallen off, and somebody now looks like who they really are. Clarify. The Seven of Wands. Ancestors popped out and said, "We want all the smoke, dragging these bastards to hell." Retrograde said, "I'll pop up whenever the fuck I want to pop up." I cannot, did I just tell you? Six of Swords, something about the month of June, June 6th, June 7th. I just saw 6, 7. What happened, Holy Spirit? Somebody could be 49 years old, Queen of Wands energy, looking good. Somebody could be a Leo, a Libra, a Gemini, a Scorpio, a Pisces, high vibrational, 10 of Cups. You're happy. Somebody's happy, for real, for real. I just heard somebody say, "I'm about to put something on the grill." Okay, so you happy in life, okay? You getting up, putting something on the grill. You got the moon energy, something about the month of June, okay? What's the month of June with the moon and Cancerian season? Child, these people don't even see it coming. Lord, have mercy. What's coming up? Breakups, setups, breakups, no makeups, karma. Retrograde. Retrograde is going to have a long run. Retrograde is going to come in early, okay? And it's going to leave late. So if these people were deciding on their life based on calendar dates or times or whatever, it's all out of whack. They can't determine this. This karma is too heavy. It's too thick with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is ain't shit ass people that did too much, y'all. When I mean they ain't shit, they ain't shit. They ain't never been shit. They ain't gonna never be shit because they ain't never tried to be nothing else but a piece of shit. Okay. Now they coming to the realization of this. Somebody's finally realizing that they full of shit. There's no reason why you should be this dumb. There's no reason why you should be this damn dumb. You went to a reader to find out, do collective give a damn? And don't. You sure? Uh-huh. 10 of Wands. Somebody's stressed out. They got the weight of the world on their back. Or is that karma? I just heard it's a bird, it's a plane, it's karma. Page of Pentacles, breadcrumb ass energy, Tweety bird ass energy. Somebody's running that mouth. A little birdie told them. Yeah, I hear like the birds, like somebody talking like, yeah, and I heard, and she said, and they said, trying to talk their way up out of that karma, huh? Ain't you? You trying to talk your way up out that karma? It's not gonna go like that. This how them karmics be in conversations. No, it's not gonna go like that. They get all mad and excited, and because they trying to back up that energy. Oh shit, here come the tower. No, hold up. Stand on business. Didn't you say collective was gonna die? Then why your punk ass out here in the Page of Cups with a fish in the cup, little sardine in the cup, out here crying? Because the Ace of Wands came in and whooped your ass. Now you ain't gotta wonder, Mr. Stevie Wonder. Mr. Wonder Why, Mr. Wonder When, Mr. What, When, Why. You went and got a reading and paid all your money, and you will go broke trying to get updates on Divine Collective because that's the way your life is set up. It ain't shit. Couple of pieces of shit that ain't gonna never be shit. Why? Because they ain't been shit, y'all. 10 for the last 13 years. 10. Somebody's in their 30s. Somebody could be like 33. They've been a piece of shit for the longest time. They never anticipated not being a piece of shit. Why? Because they figure if they could take your star and stop you from getting what it is that God got for you, then that somehow would satisfy their life. Well, sucks to be them, okay? What else, Holy Spirit? Anything else? Yeah, you're standing in your power. You called your power back? Braveheart. Solid. Copacetic. Smooth, okay? Don't let the smooth taste fool you. These people ain't shit. Okay, psychic, what happened? The psychic says, yeah, the psychic saw death on them. This person was their last final counsel, whoever this person is, okay? This psychic gave them a reading with them under, meaning the karmic, under the impression that this psychic was revealing to them what was going on in the Divine Collective's life. So the psychic read them that way, but they also gave them good advice and told them to move on. This person walked out of there. Remember, the Ace of Swords came up in the reverse, and this is an empress that lost her gifts. So as soon as she walked out, she was like, that bitch is lying. And they went right back home to do their magic and do their spell work. And the psychic saw it. They saw death. So the angel of death could have followed this karmic, this copycat, into this novelty shop. Whoever this psychic is, they can see spirits. Mm-hmm. Close the door. It's nice when you know that the spiritual world is holding up their end of the bargain respectfully. It's really nice because whoever this person is that did the reading, yeah, they hold you in high honor, collective. Somebody knows that you are an earth angel and they knew that somebody was going around getting readings on you. See, when you go in and you talk to real psychics and they got crystal balls, somebody could have used a crystal ball. That's what I'm saying. Whatever they got going on, they're all connected in the spirit realm. And 9 times out of 10, if they're doing the right thing, they're not going to break spiritual law for one random ass person coming in to get a reading. Okay. This person could have asked this person to do some type of spell work as well. But the psychic told them what to do and gave them instructions, knowing that they wouldn't follow the instructions. And now somebody's got death angels on that ass. Once the death angels find you, you really can't redirect them. You can't return the sender. It's like, nah, you did too much. You know, it's like really too much. You lost your identity. Okay. Especially if you were sending death to an earth angel. Okay. And you were waiting for somebody to be unalive. Then it's only right that if your life is in shambles, that you now become the sacrifice to this offering because collective is somewhere on a whole nother timeline. Somebody was asking about something when it relates to your life. Okay. And whatever they were asking about, it had already happened. That's what I just heard. So. That's the message. I love y'all, okay? I am coming back with more readings. If this resonates, give it a thumbs up. I love you. Peace be with you.